morning to two students and no angelfish. Do you see Birdie? Birdie is not here. My neighbor's schedule is very busy. She is spending a lot of time doing school these days. And I'm spending a lot of time doing school these days. It's very tough for us to find time that we can record these together for you because we're all doing our schoolwork and it's very early in the morning right now. It's very early. Can you see out the window? It's dark. It's still dark in the morning. Some people say, oh, dark 30. But yesterday was such a good day. Yesterday, I got to see two of my favorite students. I got to see Roland and I got to see Isaac. And they both smiled at me on the other side of the computer. That was such a good thing. It made my heart so full. So hopefully they're watching. I told them I would sing to them this morning. And today is not Tuesday anymore. Today is Wednesday. It is Wednesday the 29th. So let's move this right on over. Today is Wednesday, April 29th, 2020. Tomorrow will be the last day of April. And then it'll be May on Friday. We'll have a whole new month on Friday. But man, did April go quickly. It sure went fast. I'm not even sure what we did on April Fool's Day. I know we played some jokes, but I can't even remember. It was so long ago. But we've been working on the days of the week. So could we say the days of the week together, please? Now, if you are watching at home, you are on your honor to be saying the days of the week with me. So I'm going to go slowly so that you can think it through and then say it before I do. So check your answer. Say it nice and loud. The first day of the week is Sunday. Right. The next day of the week is Monday. Good. And then Tuesday. And then Wednesday. Thursday. Friday. And Saturday. And today is Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. Some people call it hump day because it's right in the middle and then we head on down to the weekend. We have been singing a days of the week song this month. So let's sing the days of the week. Let's see if I can sing it right this time because we all know I like to screw this one up. I'm used to having the words written on the board in my classroom. I have to look at a piece of paper every so often to remind me. And then I just get carried away and I forget. So will you sing with me? Here we go. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, too. Wednesday, Thursday, just for you. Friday, Saturday, that's the end. Now let's say those days again. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I think I did it right that time. Let's sing it one more time so we can get all of the days of the week ready to go. Here we go. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, too. Wednesday, Thursday, just for you. Friday, Saturday, that's the end. Now let's say those days again. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Nice job. Nice job. Hopefully you're getting really good at all the days of the week. That's a good thing to know. There's a bunch of other videos out there that sing the days of the week. I know Mrs. Cool's class watches one with Jack Hartman. I know Miss Matthew Smith watches a video with the days of the week. So all of those are good to help us remember to keep track that today is Wednesday, but tomorrow will be Thursday, and then it will be Friday. That's what's coming up. I do have a question for you. You know, last night it was raining. We got a little bit of a break in the rain right now, but rain made me think of rainbows. I don't know if you can see the rainbow between the clouds there. It's kind of a dark rainbow. But do you like rainbows? Yes or no? What do you think? Do you like rainbows or I don't like rainbows? I like rainbows. I have a rainbow painted on my garage. There are lots of people in my neighborhood that have rainbows in their windows and rainbows on their sidewalks, rainbows all over the place, because rainbows are a symbol of hope. And that's what we need right now, is for people to hope. But what do you think? Do you like rainbows? Yes or no? Why don't you tell the adult that you're with? Or you can have them pause this and you can point to the screen so that we know what you like. Maybe you can leave a comment below. Or maybe you can tell your teacher when you see them in office hours. Or in class, when you see them in your team's classroom. Or maybe you can just tell the grown-up that you're with what you like. But I like rainbows. You know the other thing I like? I love reading. I love books. And this is one of my favorite authors. I was going to share this with you in school in March because it was such a good book and I had an activity planned for us to do with it. But it's kind of an art activity. So maybe it's something that you could do with your family at home later. But let's read the book first. It says, "Never let a dinosaur scribble." We've read about all sorts of things about scribbling and all sorts of things about art. This is one of my favorite authors, you know, Miss Diane Alber. She draws the pictures, she writes the books, she does it all. I think it's pretty great. So let's take a look. Find the first page. Never let a dinosaur scribble. You know, I thought this was a good book to read today because when I talked with Roland, he told me he had stuffed animals in his room and he had a dinosaur. So this, Roland, was picked out just for you. I recently got a pet dinosaur. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. And everyone keeps telling me, never let a dinosaur scribble. I wonder why. I bet dinosaurs would be good at scribbling. Don't you think? Except T-Rexes, because they have those tiny little arms. I don't know if they could reach the paper. Do you think? Why would anyone say such a thing? I mean, dinosaurs are so strong and powerful. So why can't they scribble? I thought if I gave him just one crayon, what could go wrong? Look how excited the dinosaur is. He is like, yes, it's my turn to scribble. Woohoo! Well, I tell ya, he took off running towards the wall. We don't scribble on walls, only on paper. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. Thank goodness my dinosaur has a short attention span. Just before he was going to scribble on the wall, he noticed a couple of stones instead. What do you think? Is it going to eat them? What's it going to do with those stones? Aren't you curious? Don't you want to know? He started to scribble on one of the stones, which was great. But there was just one problem. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He really couldn't see the scribble at all. I could tell he had another idea. Uh-oh. Maybe he is going to scribble on the walls after all. We're losing our calendar here, guys. It's going to fall down. He went to grab the paint. This wasn't going to end well. Look at all the paint that he has. All the colors in big cans. Do you think he's going to paint the walls? Do you think he's going to paint the bed? Do you think he's going to paint the boy? This is going to be a problem. I'm just not sure. But surprisingly, he didn't make as big a mess as I thought. He just quietly painted his little stone, and it turned out awesome. But then he got another idea. He wanted to paint dinosaur-sized stones. It didn't take long before he was rolling boulders into the room, one after another. I think I'm going to pull this. Well, can I get it to stay? Maybe tuck it under the basket. There we go. Hopefully that'll stay and it won't fall down. That is a pretty big stone. Do you see that that stone is bigger than the boy is? It really is a dinosaur-sized stone. I don't think I could lift a stone that big. The dinosaur can. It had become the biggest rock pile I had ever seen. And the way he painted the rocks was truly extraordinary. But you couldn't see my floor or my bed anymore. I had to find a place for this rock pile, and quick. And then I heard a noise down the hall. You don't want to know the truth? That's a little bit what like my nephew Corwin's bedroom looks like. He has rocks everywhere. He has boxes of rocks in his closet. It's the truth. He loves rocks. And they're all special to him. They just look like rocks to me. Shh, don't tell him. He loves his rocks. Anyway, this little boy has rocks, and now he hears something down the hall, and who do you think that is? Oh no, it's the mother person. This was it. I was going to be in so much trouble. I popped my head outside the door. My mom was standing right there. Before my mom could say anything, I started to explain the mess that she was about to see. Well, it all started when I heard to never let a dinosaur scribble, but I had to find out why. So I gave my dinosaur a crayon, and then he ran towards the wall with it. Thank goodness he got distracted with some small stones and started scribbling on them instead, but he couldn't see the scribble at all, and then he got some paint. He loved it so much that he got bigger stones, giant stones, and even it made a big mess, and I'm sorry. Uh-oh. I think the mom's going to explode. What do you think? But at least he took responsibility. He did say he was sorry. My mom peeked around the corner and smiled. You didn't make a mess. You made some spectacular stone art. When I turned around, there was just a little pile of stones on my table. No huge boulders and no gigantic rock pile. But still some of the best art ever. And look at that dinosaur. That's not that great big dinosaur that was pushing boulders. That looks like a stuffed dinosaur. Maybe like the dinosaur in Roland's bedroom. Maybe like the dinosaur if you have a dinosaur in your bedroom. It's small. It's not pushing around dinosaurs. Do you think this kid was using his imagination? Do you think he was? It's possible. All this time, people wanted to stop dinosaurs from scribbling. It could be because they try and draw on walls or make a gigantic rock pile. But if my dinosaur had never scribbled, he would never have learned how to make this amazing stone art. So the next time you hear never let a dinosaur scribble, just remember, all great art starts with a scribble, and even dinosaurs have to start somewhere. Well, that is a pretty good thing to think about. All great art starts with a scribble. Look, this is some of my students' favorite page. They like to read that for me. Can you read that for me? It says, the end. You're right. The end. everybody can make art. Miss Ratliff has some beautiful lessons for making some art, and I brought some things to show you today that are some beautiful art. This is a stone that one of my neighbors left at my house. It says thanks, because I gave them some things that helped them. So they gave me a little stone that says thanks, and they even glued a little stone on the back so it sits up like a little, just like a little sign. It says thanks. And look at this one. Talk about some amazing stone art. What is that was painted on there? Can you tell? There's a little sun up at the top, a heart at the bottom, and that triangle makes the body. Yeah, it's an angel. Isn't that cool? I know. It's two of my favorite things that have been given to me since we've been home from school. I have some rock art. I wonder if the dinosaur painted rock art just like that. I wonder if you could paint some rock art. I'll bet if you painted some stones, you could hide them somewhere and make people very happy to find a very special stone that was covered with paint that you had made. Maybe you could paint some stones and bring them to school in September, and we could hide them out in our garden. That would be pretty great. It would be pretty great. I like finding beautiful things like that. I like finding them and thinking, I wonder who left it there. What a fun surprise. So if you have some paint sitting around your house, maybe you could ask a grown-up to help you paint some rocks. Maybe you could give them to some friends like my neighbors gave me these two rocks. You'd make them feel pretty special, I'll bet. That would be a very fun thing to do. When I was a little girl, we painted rocks and we made them look like animals. They looked all sorts of animals. Now, Miss James was listening to our video on Monday, and she said, I loved the whole video until I got to the part about hand washing, and she said, I don't like that hand washing song. She doesn't like the tops and bottoms song. She heard us sing it in class over and over again. So I don't know if she knows this hand washing song. I don't know if I know that hand washing song. I'm trying to remember it now and I've forgotten. All right, Miss James, you got the hand washing song right out of my head. So we will leave you with If You're Kind and You Know It. If you're kind and you know it, share your toys. If you're kind and you know it, share your toys. If you're kind and you know it, then your life will surely show it. If you're kind and you know it, share your toys. How about say I'm sorry, just like that little boy in the story did when he thought he got caught doing something wrong. Would you do that if you were kind? I'll bet you would. If you're kind and you know it, say I'm sorry. If you're kind and you know it, say I'm sorry. If you're kind and you know it, then your life will surely show it. If you're kind and you know it, say I'm sorry. There's a couple other verses. We can sing those another time. For now, I'm just going to say happy Wednesday. Thanks for showing up and checking in with your teachers. I'm so glad to talk to so many of your families this week. It has been so great. I'll talk to some more today and tomorrow, and hopefully before long we'll all be connected, and even though we're apart, we will be together and we'll be learning on our Microsoft Teams classrooms. So for now, wash your hands, eat something healthy, and be kind, Keidan. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.